Hello and welcome to the FIS Ski World Cup Tour, coming to you live from Courchevel, the Trois Vallées of the French Alps. Second run of the women's slalom, just a few moments away. So welcome back to Courchevel. We're into the second run of Slalom 4 of 10 on the FIS Ski World Cup Tour. The fellows in the commentary box with the FIS TV team once again. If you were unable to join us on the first of the two legs to be contested this evening, Lena Dua, Camille Rast and Michaela Schifrin looking to make it 4 out of 4 in slalom this season. Are those skiers placed best for the podium? Let's have a look at this first run. Tough snow conditions tonight, with the piste breaking up quite quickly, creating a very bumpy, uneven and difficult surface for the best slalom skiers in the world. But for Schifrin, who just struggled a little in her opening turns to find that feel for the snow condition, soon settled. And once again, another masterclass of slalom racing. Dynamic, fast feet, a beautiful race pace and tempo. Once those early turn nerves were settled, there was no stopping Michaela Schifrin, who once again heads into the second run with an emphatic margin over the rest of the world. The closeout was near perfect. Yet another masterclass from the greatest of all time. Schifrin, 0.83 of a second ahead of her closest rival Camille Rast, and over 1.16 ahead of Germany's top slalom racer Lena Dua. Emma Eicher also in the top 5 for the German team. Anna Sven Larsen, Trupe tying for 5th. Hector Holdener, Moltzan and Huber, 2 Americans in the top 10, but it's the time difference that these athletes are behind Schifrin that is the key part to the headline after the first run. Good to see the local skiers, 3 of them in the second leg. Also Asa Ando for Japan qualifying. Anna Bucic-Jogan of Slovenia will be the first racer in the gate as we reverse the top 30. There's Schifrin's unbeaten record so far this season, and once again I find myself saying that it's Schifrin's race to lose. She has such a commanding lead and such confidence, self-belief on her slalom skis right now. It is incredibly difficult to bet against her. But the key part here tonight will be what happens to the racetrack after 29 skiers before Michaela Schifrin takes on her challenge. So the temperatures are dropping just a little, -1 to -1 degrees Celsius from top to bottom of the Emile Allier racetrack. 52% is the steepest gradient. It's a different pattern of turns for the second leg set by Alex Berthaud, one of the Austrian national team coaches. Let's take a look at the POV camera. Well, it looks nice and fast in the opening turns, doesn't it? Then the offswing grows and grows and grows. And it's pretty similar, I would say, to the first run. Nothing particularly tricky. This is the steepest part. You need to bring the speed off this steep section onto flat. That's a little bit of a tricky combination there that will make sure that the athletes are looking ahead of themselves. 1 or 2 blind gates on the rolling terrain. Flush, then vertically. Again, good pace. It's good rhythm. It's a nice set. And then into the finish area, through the flush, and an open gate to close. Interesting. a little more pace, a little speedier perhaps, and a very interesting second run challenge. Now, Lucic won this race last year, but Lucic crashed out on the first run. Schifrin won here back in 2018, and Marley Schild, now Marley Schild-Reich, won the first 3 races here in Courchevel. And she won it in 2010, 2011, and 2013. Well, this is Courchevel 1850, heart and soul of the group of villages that make up this resort in the Trois-Vallées, and of course France's famous Tarentaise Valley. There's Courchevel 1300, known as Le Prat, 1550, 1650, 1850. They hosted the women's events of the Winter Olympics in Maribel here in 1992, and some of the men's events, tech events. 2023, they had a spectacular World Championships here in Courchevel. And of course, it's the hometown to the great French racer Alexis Pantereau as well. But it's second run of the women's slalom that we now draw our attention to. That's Anna Buchik-Jogen, who will get the action underway, finishing in 30th position, looking to score World Cup points on her 200th World Cup start. 2 Norwegians, Mina First Holtman. So top 30 going in reverse order. The slowest get the advantage of the smoother, cleaner track. Lara Della Mea of Italy takes us to the halfway point, but again, you have to note the time difference. 3.11 seconds behind Schifrin. Then we go from 15 to 10. Maillard, Saint-Germain, Caitlin McFarlane, Marion Chevret, Europa Cup champion of last season. Cornelia Uland, World Junior champion from last season. Then Huber, Moltz, Holdener, Hector and Truppe, and then into the final 5. Sven Larsson, Emma Eicher already with the podium this season, Lena Dua on the podium in the last stop, Cami Rast, Michaela Schifrin. Now, if Schifrin can ski anything like the way she did on the first run, her 4th straight victory this season will be recorded. I think those athletes, I'm sure you'll agree with me, will be looking for a major error from Schifrin to get a chance of winning this 4th round of 10 here in Courchevel tonight. Or is the battle on for 2nd and 3rd? So 17 just stripping down there is Mina First Holtman. She'll be 2nd out on course, finishing in 29th. Also her teammate Bianca Bakke-Vesthoff. Plenty of celebration in the crowd. There's a good chance for France to put in a big result here today. Many thanks to Franco Scotton, our World Feed race director, and production from the Infront team. Some excellent pictures here this evening. Let's get racing. Just 30 seconds on the clock and counting down. This is the 2nd run of Slalom 4 of 10 on the Audi FIS Ski World Cup Tour. Nick Fellows in the commentary box with the FIS TV team here. Schifrin has a commanding lead after the first run. Can anybody put in a 2nd run charge? And these skiers now going first must take advantage of the smooth, clean racetrack. A new pattern of turns set by Austria. And of course, the Austrian coach, Alex Bertolt. Anna Buchik-Jogen out on course. Very fast, dynamic, quick turns, and then a very long swing set of technical turns. So those first 3 gates just give you a little bit of momentum. Already we see Anna just struggling to get a clean arc and purchase, particularly on the right foot. But this is where those slower skiers from the first run must take full advantage of the smooth racetrack, must take full advantage of no ruts, no bumps. Now the 32-year-old Slovenian celebrating her 200th World Cup start here today. Sets the pace. Total time over the two legs of 1:46.69. First of the two Norwegians that qualified for this second run is Mina First Holtman.
Come on, push. Come on. Let's go.
Now, 30 years of age from Oslo, out of the Bærum Ski Club. Ever better than 24th in the 3 slalom races so far this season. In stark contrast to her top 10 in the Copper Mountain Giant Slalom back on the 29th of November. Again, it needs to be a little more dynamic in those offset technical turns. And it looks like Mina First Holtman is looking for the result rather than the victory here today. 0.75 off the pace. A little more tempo now, a little more dynamic in the mid to close out part of the challenge, but way too tentative in those opening turns for my like. 0.87 off the pace. Mina First Holtman goes into second position, but maybe that second point score of the slalom tour for 2026 will just give her a little bit more self-belief and confidence. We know she's a brilliant racer, with 2 top 10s in slalom last season. Just looking a little tentative tonight here in Courchevel. Italian Team Radio.
Sì, ti confermo, accorciare un po' I tempismi rispetto al tracciato di prima, essere un po' più veloce e basta.
Yeah, he's agreeing with me, the coach. Shorten the turn a little. Timing is the key here. But again, Martina Petellini, 28 years of age, over 50 World Cup starts against her name. Looking to score her first points of the season, and that may take a little bit of the risk out of their performance. I'm not sure whether Petellini will push it too hard or just focus on her first results in slalom so far this season. In the top 20 in this discipline, 4 times on the 25 Tour, in the top 10 on the 2024 Audi FIS Ski World Cup on 2 occasions. And a PB of 7th position. As long as Petellini can just pick up the tempo in these closing turns, the expectation is for the Italian to take the lead. Petellini, that is a bit of a surprise. Anna Buchik-Jogan holds top position. Petellini goes second. Mina First Holtman down to third. So here's that Bianca Bakke-Vesthoff for the Norwegian team. Last chance for Norway to take top spot. I was very impressed with Bianca's opening slalom of the Audi FIS Ski World Cup Tour. Bianca took 14th position in Levi, Finland back on the 15th of November. Didn't back it up in Gurgel or Copper Mountain. Here's a good chance for the 24-year-old, only her 20th World Cup start, relative newcomer to the tour. DNF. It's not good. Let's take a look at the ski tips very carefully. There you see the Red Star ski go the wrong side of the turning gate. Amelia Smart for Canada. 27-year-old from Invermere, British Columbia, studying at the University of Denver. Now, 25th position, the last stop of the Audi FIS Ski World Slalom Tour. Top 20 is the target here today. Amelia Smart building the confidence. Take you back a couple of seasons, she was 26th here, and then back to 2022, and she was 9th here. So this lady has got good memories and solid form from this track in previous races. It would be no surprise to see Canada take the early lead here, but Amelia Smart needs to just keep that. She's on the tails. Oh, just about holds on, but throws away the lead in the last 3 or 4 turns. Second point score of the season. Amelia will take a lot from tonight's work. Again, lost the focus in those closing gates on that final pitch. Marie Lemieux looking for a big result here tonight in front of the home crowd. And let's go to the Austrian team, Lisa Horager. Now, what I like about Lisa is that she's got some good early season form. In the top 20 in the slalom in a gurgle. That's a nice rhythm, isn't it? Flowing really nicely in the steep here. 0.35 at sector 1. It should be big. Oh, she's in. That was the lucky escape. Frightened herself a little bit with the speed that she generated coming off the steep onto the flat midsection here. Just come on, Lisa, hold this together. This is very skillful skiing. Look at the clock. 9/10 clear. 9/10 the right side of the clock. Austria take the lead and take it by a very impressive margin. Lisa Horager just under 4/10. Goes into top position. And that's the top 20 result she's come here searching for. One or two of those turns were beautiful. And you can clearly see it for yourselves when we talk about a racer finding that flow. It just all seems to gel, almost looks like a dance, doesn't it? Austria, Slovenia, Italy, early leaders. Let's move on to Elaine Kristin, 24th fastest from the first run, and carrying forwards 300ths of a second from that first leg into her second and final challenge here now. She's from Hospental, which is near the Swiss resort of Andermatt. Of course, a resort made famous by the great Bernard Rusi. Now, Kristin hit the top 20 in the World Cup Slalom of Copper Mountain, Colorado, USA, a couple of weeks ago now. In only her 12th World Cup start, that's given her a real confidence boost. Nice soft and flexing in the knees and ankles to keep that ski to snow contact. Kristin may not take the lead from Lisa Horager, but it's another solid performance from the Swiss rookie to the World Cup circuit. Clearly expected more. Well, Austria are in the lead, and Austria will be next in the gate. Let's listen to the Swedish team radio. Tighter with a little more speed. Quick feet and full attack. Come on now. And that is, of course, Aronson Elfman. But 54 is next in the gate. This is the highest bib qualifier. Natalie Falk, 21 years of age. She skied into 26th position in Gurgle. That was the second round of the tour, scoring her first World Cup points. Oh, she just completely lost the purchase and the grip on the outside ski, scrubbing off all of the speed, pace and tempo. Talented junior, bronze medalist at the World Juniors in Tarvisio, Italy last winter. I just wanted to pick up another point score. She skied so well on the first run in very difficult conditions. It's rutting and bumping already, the track. She's refound the racing line and the rhythm. Falk goes into third position. 0.65, that could have been the lead easily. That's why she's not over-celebrating. Let's take a look at the error here. Loading the new turning ski, the outside ski, and look at it drift here. Loses the grip. She hasn't loaded it or put enough pressure against it. And it takes all of the speed and pace out of the top half of the challenge. She'll take third with a smile. Now, Japan are next in the gate. 5 Slalom World Cups in the top 20 for Asa Ando. You have to go back a long time to find success for Japan at the Winter Olympic Games. Chikaro Igaya, 1956 Cortina Olympic Games. Silver in the slalom. It was a gentleman, not a lady. Japan's first and only Alpine Winter Olympic medal. How many of you remember who took the gold in the 1956 Winter Olympic Games? I can hear you shouting, Tony Seiler, Tony Seiler. Not only did he win the slalom, he won all of them. 3 gold medals, to be precise, at 56 in Cortina. And we will be heading to Cortina d'Ampezzo in 2026. 6th of February till the 22nd of February. 10 gold medals, 5 for the men, 5 for the women. And it's so good. Wouldn't it be amazing if Asa Ando could do it again? Ando goes into third, 4/10. She's always struggled with confidence and self-belief. That's 4 point scores from 4 races. Well done. And that consistency is helping her lower her world rank, improve the start number, and get closer and closer to Chikaro Igaya of 56 in Cortina. Now, here we go. Another very talented youngster moving up into the senior ranks with relative ease. This is Hannah Aronson Elfman, 22 years of age, former World Junior Giant Slalom champion, and again a skier that has picked up 3 point scores and 3 top 20 results so far this season. For me, only a matter of time before Hannah starts hitting the top 15, top 10. Lovely technique, wonderful balance over the skis, good rhythm about the work. And Hannah Aronson Elfman, 1.08. Lovely power and aggressive closing turns. She's battled bravely all the way through this. Over 60 turns to take in. She's a second off the pace. Hannah Aronson Elfman into 7th position. Well, those early skiers have got the advantage. It's a nice mix of nations in the top 3. Austria, Slovenia, Japan. Buraga, Buchik Yogan and Asa Ando of Japan holds 3rd position. Laura Delamea. Waiting for another new, young, rising star from the Swiss team. This is Anouk Brendley. She grew up racing in the Swiss resort of Arosa. Now she lives in Saint-Gallen. 21st, 27th in her last two slalom races on the Audi FIS Ski World Cup. And this is what we talk about for the youngsters. Only her 9th World Cup start. But those solid results, consistency, really helps the confidence, self-belief and psyche. And now Anouk Brendley with just 2 World Cup point scores under her belt. Looking like a seasoned pro here. Okay, not quite the tempo to take the lead away from the Austrian. But 9 World Cup starts, no nerves, solid technique, and another fine performance from the Swiss racer into second position. Pushing the Slovenian Bujic Jogan into third. What I'm enjoying about Anouk skiing, 21, 27, and that may well get her into the top 20 tonight. Elisa Huraga still holding top position, moving up 5 spots at the moment. Let's go to Latvia. Zenifera Germain. Now, she's out of the Apex Academy, based in Teen. Lovely skier. Very short, sharp turn. Nice dynamic style and technique. Quiet with the upper body, particularly the head. The head just looks right down the corridor, while the legs flex and extend, doing all the work underneath the lower torso. And Zenifera here, 3/10 green light, looking good at the halfway point. She's already got a top 15 result, her PB this season, 40. We've seen her in the top 10 in World Cup Slalom a couple of seasons ago. 2024 World Junior Slalom Champion. Latvia take the lead. Huge results for the Latvia National Ski Association. The comeback from injury is complete for Zenifera Germain. Latvia lead in Courchevel. Well, she hasn't had to travel far from her home academy, but that is a wonderful second run charge. Missing most of the 25 season due to injury, she's back and back to her best. I'm absolutely thrilled to see Latvia lead here. And the crowd are as well. Now, the crowd are also on their feet for this lady, Marie Lamure. She's out of the Courchevel Ski Club. She's been racing here for Courchevel since she was 7 years of age. Just 1 result from 3 World Cup starts so far this season. She possibly knows this piece better than anybody. And the crowd are right on her side, willing her through every turn. Just struggling a little bit. It's all happening a split second late with the timing of the turn. Yeah, and it takes its toll on the halfway split. 0.95 now off the pace. You can look at it both ways, can't you, when you're skiing in front of the home crowd? They lift you, they cheer for you, they roar for you. But it also adds a little extra pressure. And Marie Lamure now dips and dives for the line. Lamure into 9th position. Well, there's still a few more chances for the French fans, with Caitlin McFarlane, Marion Chevrier. But it felt like Marie Lamure was carrying the weight of France on her shoulders there. That's Melanie Maillard. Her older brother, Loic Maillard, enjoying great form in Val d'Isère at the weekend, winning the giant slalom, coming in second in the slalom. And, of course, the Men's World Cup Tour, currently downhill training in Val Gardena, with races on Thursday, Friday and Saturday, 2 downhills and a Super G. Let's go to Estelle Alphon. Interesting to see how the French crowd treat Estelle. She used to race for the French team, then... Oh, Estelle! Then switched to Sweden because her mum is Swedish. And that is a real shame for Estelle Alphon, the daughter of the legendary downhill racer Luc Alphon, who won the downhill crystal 3 times in his career and the overall title in '97. Latvia still lead with Zenifera Gemen, Lisa Horaga and Anouk Brendley. For Austria and Switzerland hold the other podium positions. Laura Delamea taking us to the halfway point of this second run. Remember, the 15th fastest from the first leg are still to make their challenge. Now, Laura is from the Friuli region of Italy, Tarvisio. A regular stop on the World Cup Tour for the ladies, as well as hosting the World Junior Championships last season. 2 top 10 results in the giant slalom competitions of Mont Tremblant have really given her a buzz about her ski racing and an edge of confidence. And you can see it here from Delamea. She's really pushing, searching. Not after points tonight. She's after places, podium. Love this aggressive and very solid technical technique from Delamea. 26 years of age, 81st World Cup start. So starting to come under a little pressure from the Italian coaches to start making her mark against the world's best. Italy could take the lead from Latvia. It's Laura Delamea that goes to the top of the table. She knows it's good. Shay nodding of the head. Yes, I like that. Good, dynamic, skillful skiing from start to finish for Laura Delamea at the halfway point, putting Italy into the lead. 15 races left to challenge. Again, look how calm the head and the shoulders are. Hand just comes across ever so slightly in front of the body. Watch. Just to brush the spring-loaded gate away and allow the clean arc to come underneath. Good skiing. So, no matter what the outcome now, Laura Delamea has just recorded the best result of her slalom season so far. Track seems to be holding up a little better. But after the top 15, going in reverse order of the top 30 qualifiers, remember, it is Italy, Latvia, Austria, with Switzerland 4, Slovenia 5. Now the target time over the 2 runs, remember, run 1 and run 2 added together, the lowest total by the end of the night picks up 100 World Cup points and just over 60,000 euros in prize money. 1:45.53 is the new target time. 15 races left to challenge. Here we go into the business end of this race now, 16 to 22, all the way down to Paula Moltzan, who was the 9th quickest after the first run. Then we go from group 23 to 30th, from 8th position to Michaela Schifrin. Swiss Team Radio. It's particularly important to remain agile in the legs, down in the flat, the last section. So Melanie Maillard from the Valais region of the Swiss Alps. Her older brother finally back to top form on the men's tour. Now can Melanie show Loic that she too has the skills to break into the top flight. The piste has been slipped whilst we've been on a quick break. Oh, but that advantage from the first run over our new leader, Laura Delamea, has already gone for Melanie Maillard. 27 years of age, just one World Cup podium. But a lady that seems to have gone through more than her fair share of injuries over the years. 2018, that podium came her way in Oslo in a parallel event. Melanie Maillard, smooth and clean through the mid to lower section. Melanie Maillard drops out of contention. Down into 7th position. Yeah, it's a little frustrating for Melanie. Drifting here, low and late in the line. These are all recovery moves in slow motion. That's Paula Moltzan going through her warm-up routine. Let's go to Canada. Laurence Saint-Germain, 2023 World Slalom Champion. Getting better with every race, I think it's fair to say, with Laurence. 11th and 15th, 2-point scores from 3 races. So that form tells us that the 31-year-old Canadian in her 85th World Cup start here should be able to get the better of Laura Delamea. It's very close on the clock right now. And it stays that way, 0.23. Paula Moltzan out of the University of Vermont, originally from the Mont-Sainte-Anne Ski Club of Quebec, Canada. Now, needs a power play in the closeout here. Oh, and Saint-Germain let it slip away. Laurence Saint-Germain down to 4th. Frustrating. But again, look, she's twisted with the upper body. The turn isn't clean. She's braking in the mid-drift as well. And the best result of the season so far continues for Laura Delamea, moving up 2 places. Crowd are up on their feet for the French racer Caitlin McFarlane from Saint-Jean-d'Ulpe in the Mont Blanc region of the French Alps. Now born in Australia but moved to France at just 3 years of age. And let's see if Caitlin... She's shown some great second run charges in her... Oh, Caitlin! Oh, dear. 13th and 12th in Levy and Copper Mountain. Top 10 at the tip of her fingers. And it's gone. Heartbreaking. Oh, she gets caught on the inside now. She's later and later. Has to try and pinch the line going into the flush. Watch the ski tips here. Look how she's drifting low and late. Recovery. Now she really needs to gamble to get the line back. And it's too tight. Inside ski goes the wrong side of the turning gate. Straddles. Disqualification. What a great shame. Laura Delamea still leads for Italy. Wendy Holdner, who had a really nasty crash in the finish area after the first run. Visualising each and every turn there. Another chance for the French team. The last chance for the French team. Marion Chevrier. She's from the Savoie region as well, but from the resort of La Plaine. She's the Europa Cup slalom champion of last season. The B Tour, where many of the youngsters are prepared for the bright lights of the Audi FIS Ski World Cup. But this second run so far has been nothing but a nightmare for the host nation. Can Chevrier restore a little French pride here? Good flow, looking to straighten out those turns, carry the speed. Identical time to the Italian leader at halfway. So Chevrier needs to find more in the closing turns here. Straightens the line out again through the verticale, but 0.26 off the pace. Oh, she's been roared home by the crowd here. Marion Chevrier seconds. That's a little more like what they were hoping for. Not good enough for top position, but it's another solid result. And her fourth point score from 4 races so far this season. A PB in the opener in Levy where she took 9th. And that's what I like about Chevrier's early season form, consistency. 4 races, 4 results, and getting quicker with everyone. Attacking the whole thing is the best tactic, is the news from the Austrian coach to Kati Huber. She'll be skiing after this young lady, Cornelia Uhland. '25 World Junior Slalom gold medalist. Now, her step up from the junior ranks to the senior tour and the World Cup has been seamless. Just loses the grip on the turning ski there, but doesn't she ski a little bit like Sara Hector and a little bit like Anna Sven Larsen? It's a typically Swedish style. But that error on the upper part of the challenge takes the light from green to red. But it also takes Cornelia Uhland with a real charging style and closeout here. 18th in the season opener in Levy. A personal best of 5th position, and she expects to match that in this Olympic tour. Cornelia Uhland. 4th position. Delamea sees off another. Now, a big mistake on the upper part of the challenge. Took a lot of the pace and speed out of the steep section. There you see, big, heavy, hard check.
Achtung. Los.
Love some of these warm-up routines. Let's go to Katharina Huber. Kati Huber, as she's known on the tour. Kati Huber, 16, 12 and 13. No surprise whatsoever to see this lady power her. Oh no. Too much too soon for Kati Huber. You've got to admire the pace that she came out of that start gate with. Charging. But then a little slip up and trip, and she's out. Again, not high enough or early enough in that line to load the turning ski, because she's dropped low and late in the gates before. Then she's in a position as the slope steepens that she just cannot find the grip. A DNF for Kati Huber. It's the first time that she's come out on the second run this season. It'll be the first time in 4 rounds that she has not put points on the board. That's Emma Eicher. A 22-year-old German. But let's go to Paula Moltzan. 9th quickest from the first run. Chance for the Stiefel American team to take the lead here. 4, 5, and 8. Moltsan's 3 slalom results from the 3 races on the women's tour so far this season. She's also hit the podium in the opening GS of the tour. Moltsan knows exactly how to put down a second run charge. I like the accuracy on the gate here. Really nice footwork from the 31-year-old American. World Cup start 1:35 here today. Oh yes, and that smooth, clean, error-free technique. And look at the fast feet here from Paula Moltsan. The American is flying. 1.23, right side of the clock. Paula Moltsan with a classic second run charge. Hold the focus now, Paula, all the way to the line. It's USA all the way to the top of the table. And the margin is impressive. 1.21, quicker than Laura Delamea. Magical Moltsan at her best here tonight in Courchevel. She was in the zone the moment she left the start gate. Ski to snow contact, accuracy with the feet, tightening the racing line with every gate. Spectacular. That could be a podium performance from Paula Moltsan. So with 8 races left to challenge, USA, Italy and France, Paula Moltsan, 1.21, throws the gauntlet down to those remaining 8 races. Delamea's on track for her best result of the season so far. Similar story for Marion Chevrier of the French team. But it's the last 8 to ski. And the new target time set by Paula Moltsan is 1 minute 44.32 seconds. Top 3 in slow-mo replay. Chevrier, Delamea on screen for Italy, and Moltsan with a spectacular second run charge. Next up, Wendy Holdener, Sara Hector, Kati Trupe, Anna Sven Larsen tying with the Austrian for 5th position. Emma Eicher searching for her second slalom podium of the season. Similar story for her teammate Lena Dua. Cami Rast, the penultimate racer of the day, and Michaela Schifrin. Here we go with Wendy Holdener. World Cup start, 303, 5 wins, 52 podiums. One of the nicest ladies you could ever wish to meet on the Audi FIS Ski World Cup Tour, but is yet to find the podium this season. 8, 4, and 4. Her 3 results from the 3 slaloms so far this season. Now, she took a very nasty crash on a slick piece of ice in the finish area after she crossed the line on the first run. And a good, accurate, tight race line on the steep pitch. Remember, she has the advantage from the first run, but the light turns red. So now Holdener needs to make up time. Moltsan sits, waits, and watches patiently from the Audi leader's chair. There's a mistake from Holdener. Oh, costly mistakes coming off the pitch. I fear this may be not good enough from Holdener. Second position. Look at the clock, please. A whole 1 second off the pace of Paula Moltsan. A couple of clear errors that were easy to see. As always with Holdener, she digs deep and very rarely blows it. But it's just taking off the pace, speed and tempo. See here, out of balance, loses the line, putting on the brakes to regain balance and take the next gate. Sven Larsson. One of two Swedes left to challenge. First of the Swedes in the top 8, Sara Hector, Olympic giant slalom champion. But please don't forget, she was second to Zrinka Lucic here in Courchevel this time last year. Equally as solid with her slalom results as her giant slalom. 11, 8, and oh, go! And Sara Hector looks back up the mountain to see where she made that mistake. She's got the feet very close. Oh, she straddled. Oh, she's furious with herself, and understandably so. She's just pinched the line a little too tight going into the flush. Yeah, she's been in this position before. American Team Radio.
It's still great to ski. Paula did an excellent job here on the pit. This is great to ski. That was good, guys.
Great to ski. You don't need to say much when you're the coach to the best in the world these days. Here's the last chance for Austria. Kati Trupe, 5th quickest from the first run. Look how much of an advantage she has over Paula Moltsan on that on-screen graphic. 3/4 of a second before leaving the start gate is the advantage for the 29-year-old Austrian. She's a former World Cup winner, 5 times on the podium. And she's twice placed in the top 10 this season. Nerves of steel, Kati Trupe on the second run. Again, another skier with great consistency. Just about holds the green light. That advantage from the first leg now has finally gone from green to red. The red tells us that the skier on the mountain is off the pace of the current leader. Moltsan holds her breath. Austria dive for the line. Trupe's there! Oh, that's a sensational ski from Kati Trupe. Just when we thought it was starting to go against her. She digs deep, risks in the closing turns, and takes the reward. Wonderful core strength here from Trupe. Moltsan now down to second, holding it down into third position. 5 left to go. Well, Cami Rash showed us how she can handle the pressure at top-level races by winning the World Championship gold. But here's Schifrin. 67 slalom wins in her career to date, 104 World Cup victories in total. Anna Sven Larsson. Starting to find form and confidence with an impressive 5th position in her last World Cup competition in Copper Mountain, Colorado, USA. Cannot afford to be cautious here. All the info on the team radio from the coaches is saying, get after it. Be dynamic, be fast, be furious. And Anna Sven Larsson just giving the mountain a little too much respect on the upper section. A lot of that advantage is gone, and the light just about stays green. Oh, this will be close now. Sven Larsson with her trademark. I was just about to say trademark speedy closeout, but she has a couple of turns where the ski bobbles and breaks away. Trupe and Austria hold their breath. Sven Larsson, 3rd position, just a little too scrappy with the style and technique. It's got to be cleaner than that to take the lead from the likes of Trupe and Moltsan. And it's the recovery turn here where a lot of the speed is taken out of it. 4 to go. 2 German racers, Switzerland and the United States of America. It's a brave performance. Sven Larsson's back into the top flight once again. But now we need to settle who's going to win this race, as well as the podium positions. Emma Eicher, sensational in St. Moritz at the weekend, winning the second of the double downhills on Saturday, then taking a huge high-speed spill in the Super G on Sunday, dusting herself down and getting the slalom skis on here yesterday. This lady is a brilliant skier. She is tough, and she is an amazing all-rounder. The light stays green at set to 1. Half a second. Nice and calm with the upper body, showing good core strength. Eicher, remember, just 22 years of age. German father, Swedish mother. Confident here, Emma Eicher. Watch the clock. 0.15. Now, the piste is just a little softer and more bumpy in the closeout, but Emma Eicher looks strong. Emma Eicher takes Germany into the lead. Emma Eicher, my goodness. Downhill on Saturday, slalom on Tuesday. Oh, this is the new Maria Riesch of Germany, surely. Happy to race, happy to podium in any of our disciplines. Emma Eicher, becoming the ultimate all-rounder on the Audi FIS Ski World Cup Tour. Third in the slalom in that levy, the tour opener, and that could well be a second podium with the short slalom skis on here tonight in Courchevel, France. Let's out a roar in the finish area. Eicher, an all-rounder, takes the lead from the tech specialists. Now, I have to point out here, no team rules in the Audi FIS Ski World Cup. It's every racer for themselves. They travel together, they train together, they're the best of buddies. But Lena Dürr wants this as badly as any other country, as any other skier. 4.72, a brilliant start to her Olympic season for one of the oldest in the race at 34. Oh no, Lena's gone, it's all over. That is the first DNF we have seen from Lena Dürr this season. And one of the veterans of the Women's World Cup Tour buckles under the pressure. Buckles under the pressure of her own teammates? Or was it just a technical error? Let's study, watch carefully. Drifting there, the ski didn't grip and bite, and she has to cut it tight. 2 to go. Will Germany win this race with Emma Eicher, even though the fans will be disappointed for Lena Dürr? Will it be Switzerland with Cami Rast, or just behind her in the Audi red bib, will it be Michaela Schifrin? 4 out of 4. Here we go with Cami Rast. 26-year-old from Sion, 2 World Cup wins, 5 podiums. Lovely dynamic opening turns from Cami. But you can see how the rut is pushing her low in that line. But, oh, she's in trouble. Oh, that was an amazing recovery from Cami Rast. Arms twisted, hip out, ski slipping, but regains the racing line and rhythm in a matter of moments. Here we go again, watch the clock. Oh, she still holds the green light. Remarkable. Now, does Cami Rast have the power play to hold this dynamic rhythm all the way to the end after the recoveries on the first pitch? The time is bleeding away. Now just 0.26. The right side of the clock. Cami Rast needs to be clean on these closing turns. Cami Rast is there! Oh, brilliant! Cami Rass puts Switzerland to the top of the table. Second podium of the season for the 26-year-old Swiss youngster. Emma Eicher second, Trupe third. One racer left to go. Look at this, on the inside ski, out of position, loss of balance. But look at the grimace on the face, grits the teeth, digs deep, and Cami Rass pulls it off. Great skiing from Cami Rass. Everybody saw that as a surprise, except for this lady on screen. Here we go, Schifrin, looking to go 4 from 4, looking to maintain her unbeaten track record so far this season. Schifrin. She was so slick and quick and dynamic in the opening turns of her first run, but now she's starting with bib number 30. Now she has to deal with the rough, tough ruts, the bumps and the judders, and show that she has recovery skills like we've just seen quite remarkably from Cami Rass, the current leader. The target time is set at 1 minute 44.05. She has 0.83 of a second's advantage. Oh, look at this from Schifrin. It's like poetry in motion. No nerves, perfect technique, timing is there. Oh, there's the first little mistake. But again, it's the speed of recovery that puts Schifrin a cut above the rest. Michaela Schifrin now just needs to focus to the line, and it is 4 out of 4 for this season. Michaela Schifrin yet again smashes the time, thrashes the rest of the world, and puts in 2 sensational runs. This lady is in a world of her own. This lady is unstoppable. Michaela Schifrin, congratulations. The USA remain unbeaten in the Audi FIS Ski World Cup of Slalom. USA, Switzerland, and Germany, the 1, 2, 3. This is calm, this is cool, this is calculated. Oh, I could watch this for hours and hours and hours. The balance, the timing, the focus, all come together. Where so many struggled, Schifrin just dances her way to her 4th straight win of the season.
Mesdames et messieurs, nous allons procéder à l'annonce des résultats non officiels de la Coupe du Monde Audi FIS de ski de Courchevel. Ladies and gentlemen, as the unofficial results of the Courchevel 2025 Audi FIS Ski World Cup Slalom, we are pleased to present in the 3rd position, representing Germany, Emma Eicher.
Well, Emma Eicher will be chasing Schifrin for the overall Crystal Globe if she can keep skiing across all 4 disciplines like this. Second slalom podium of the season for the German racer. Similar story for Cami Rass with regards to her second slalom podium of the season. Michaela Schifrin, again, such a beautiful display of slalom racing, really demonstrating this skillful sport to absolute mastery. '68th World Cup slalom win for Michaela Schifrin. 93 podiums in this discipline alone. takes her win tally to 105. The stats are amazing. The skiing is remarkable. 1.55 seconds ahead of Camille Rast, 1.71 ahead of Emma Eicher. Trupe and Molzan, 4 and 5. 2 Americans in the top 5 for the Stiefel team. But Michaela Schifrin, if she can hold this form, will be unstoppable in taking a potential 9th World Cup Slalom Tour title, and will be the big favourite for the Olympic gold in February 2026. Remarkable story from Emma Eicher, winning a downhill on Saturday, crashing quite dramatically on Sunday in the Super G. Training here yesterday, podium in slalom on Tuesday. Eicher, the all-rounder. Camille Rast with her 2nd podium of the season. Well, we all know that she's got ahead for the big occasion, winning the World Championship Slalom gold in Saalbach last February. Or this February. Will she do the same at the Olympics next February? And Michaela Schifrin, 4 out of 4. Unbeaten by anybody on the Audi FIS Ski World Cup Tour in slalom this season. And the time difference puts her a cut above the rest.
Michaela, congratulations on your 105th win, your 4th consecutive win this season, and with quite a margin. What is your secret?
I'm just pushing. I don't know. I'm not asking questions. Just I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta take it and roll with it, because these women are pushing. They're pushing like hell, and so I have to push too. And it's a wonder that I made it to the finish this time, but just fight, you know.
Now, your last win here in Courchevel dates back to 2018. What does it mean to claim this victory today?
Honestly, it's kind of crazy. Courchevel has been there my entire career for highs and lows, so I appreciate this so much.
And with this 4th consecutive win, what will be the focus for your next trainings?
Sorry, what did you ask?
With this being the 4th consecutive win, what's the focus for the next trainings, for the next races?
I mean, some of it is like lock in this feeling. I have some work I want to accomplish with GS. The Super G was such a positive step, so I want to get some training there too, but it's time for a little bit of a recovery as well after the last 9 weeks.
Of course, absolutely deserved. Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Such a beautiful athlete, this lady. She takes the answers to her questions seriously as she does her training on the mountain. She really wants to represent the sport and really give as much insight into her amazing style and technique. She didn't miss the question there because she didn't hear it. It's because she wanted another split second to make sure that she got the answer correct. Inspiring a whole new generation of young ski racers. Michaela Schifrin, on and off the slope, is truly the consummate professional of World Cup ski racing. So Michaela Schifrin, 4 from 4, gives her 400 points. And only 6 races to go. Couple more wins and she'll have the Slalom Tour wrapped up before the 25th Winter Olympic Games in February of next year. This is Schifrin back to the best that we've seen, and there's no reason, skiing like she has done tonight, she can't go 10 from 10. I really believe that. Overall World Cup standings, now that becomes a slightly different story because Emma Eicher moves up 4 positions, as does Cami Rass. Alice Robinson is now winning in Super G and Giant Slalom. So I think the battle for the most coveted of all season awards, the big globe we like to call that piece of crystal, is going to be a little bit tougher, particularly with Emma Eicher winning downhills and putting down podium performances in Giant Slalom. That will be a fascinating race to follow and to follow till the end of the season. Today was round 11 of 37 races on the Audi FIS Ski World Cup Tour, where, of course, we take a break mid-season for the Winter Olympic Games, and then we continue with the last third of the tour. I like this part of the show. Let's have another look in real time, without the clock, at Michaela Schifrin's ski technique. Fast pace in the opening 3 turns. Little stumble on the first of the big swing or offset gates. But as we said in the live commentary, the speed of recovery from Michaela, if it isn't quite pinpoint perfect, is quite exceptional. Now she's back in that familiar rhythm. Boom, boom, boom. It's just like she's dancing. She knows exactly where her feet are. Head is calm. She's looking and timing 2-3 turns ahead. Another small error, but a lightning reactions make the recovery and back into that rhythm quicker than any other. Lovely flexion and extension from both the knees and the ankles. 1.55 ahead of the rest of the world. Michaela Schifrin, absolutely brilliant and deservedly unbeaten so far this season. Now, please stay with us here on FIS TV. We've got around about 10 minutes if you'd like to join us for the official prize giving. And that will be coming up in just under 10 minutes. I'm going to wait a while as well, but I will be back with you to have the official ceremonies here in Courchevel, France, for round 4 of 10 on the Audi FIS Ski World Cup Tour. Don't go too far away.
donner la bonne vibration à tous nos sportifs. C'était bon, merci, bravo.
ce soir.
Je pense.
And here we are with the official prize ceremony of the fourth slalom of 10 on the FIS Ski World Cup Tour. Now, Emma Eicher, closest to your screens there with bib number 10 and her head skis. She's going to be heading to Val d'Isère this weekend, not too far to travel at all, for a downhill and a Super G this coming Saturday. Michaela Schifrin told us in St. Moritz that she may not race any more Super Gs after her DNF on Sunday. Camille Rast, a similar program to Michaela, will now train until the next tech races on the Women's Tour in Semmering on the 28th and 29th of December.
In third place, representing Germany, à la troisième place, représentant l'Allemagne, Emma Eicher.
Well, Emma Eicher, who picked up her first career podium in the season opener in Levy, backs it up with a second World Cup slalom podium here tonight in Courchevel, having won a downhill on Saturday in St. Moritz. Camille Rast for Switzerland from Grimentz and Zinal, those beautiful resorts in the valley region of the Swiss Alps. Third in Gurgel, now second in Courchevel, getting better as the tour unfolds.
Representing United States of America, et à la première place, la gagnante de la Coupe du Monde Audi FIS de Courchevel, représentant les États-Unis d'Amérique, Michaela Schifrin.
She has a sense of humor as well as an amazing ski technique. 68th World Cup slalom win here tonight. 105 career wins in total. This is why they call her the greatest of all time. Just spectacular skiing from Michaela Schifrin, winning tonight's slalom by 1.55 seconds. 100 World Cup points. And around about 60,000 euros, what's that, about $65,000 in prize money for Michaela here tonight. Now the special prize of Courchevel, this wonderfully designed ski helmet. Now, I'm pretty sure that is Edgar Gros-Piron, who is the chair of the 2030 Winter Olympic Games. It is Edgar Gros-Piron. How many of you remember Edgar winning Olympic gold medal as a mogul racer in the Winter Olympic Games of 1992? We all stand in celebration of Michaela's fourth win of the season with the American national anthem. Well, many thanks for your company live here on FIS TV from Courchevel. Let me quickly remind you that racing starts very soon here live on FIS TV. I'm heading to Val Gardena in the Italian Dolomites. We will be racing 2 downhills and a Super G starting on Thursday morning with the first of the downhills, Friday Super G, Saturday the famous full-length Slalom downhill. Alta Badia on the 21st and 22nd, taking us into the Christmas break. The ladies move up the valley around about 40 minutes to race a downhill and a Super G in Val d'Isère this weekend. The downhill on the 20th and the Super G on the 21st. On behalf of the FIS TV, FIS Radio team and myself, Nick Fellows, until the downhill in Val Gardena in the Italian Dolomites this Thursday, many thanks for your company. It's goodbye for now.
Ce trophée va récompenser aujourd'hui la plus jeune athlète qualifiée en seconde manche et va être remis d'ici quelques instants par monsieur Fabien Sagaz, président de la Fédération française de ski. Nous sommes accompagnés, nous entourons évidemment de toute notre affection, la famille de Marco, la voix un peu entendue, peu importe. Thierry Schönauer, président du comité de Savoie, Valérie Gachet, la présidente du club de sport et Yann Gaspard, le représentant du club des Assaillants de partenariat. Monsieur le Président, peut-être un petit mot avant de remettre ce trophée à Cornelia Boulogne.
Un mot bref, un mot en direction de la famille de Marco. Voulez-vous que vous sachiez qu'on envoie tout notre amour, qu'évidemment, on honore sa mémoire ce soir. Le ski français c'est loin ça, et on perpétuera cette tradition que son frère Simon. Voilà, vous voulez que ça cherche le plaisir.
Nous allons donc retrouver Cornelia Hollund. Quel plus beau symbole finalement que de remettre ce trophée à la Suédoise qui est tout simplement championne du monde en titre junior. Voilà, c'est elle qui s'est imposée à Tarvisio en Italie la saison dernière. Voilà, quelle plus belle image finalement que récompenser la plus jeune athlète qualifiée en deuxième manche, Cornelia Hollund. Merci Guillaume, merci à vous, merci au public qui a vraiment présent. On va passer évidemment dans un instant au feu d'artifice pour continuer cette journée. On va commencer à se tenir en place. Voilà, mesdames et messieurs, commencez à vous approcher avec nous, commencez à scruter déjà votre visage dans le ciel. Face à ce superbe stade, les Canadiens, tout à bravo aux bénévoles, bravo à toutes les personnes qui ont travaillé, les amis de la technique aussi, la lumière, tout le monde, bravo à vous. Et puis la musique, dans un instant, le feu d'artifice. Allez, 30 secondes, on est prêts pour le feu d'artifice, j'espère que vous aussi.
C'est bon? On en fait une ou pas? Alain? On est bien là? On est bien, on est bien. Ouais, bravo.
Allez, on va tout ensemble, j'espère que vous êtes prêts.
On en fait une ou pas? Alain?
5, 4,